What is up, everybody? How's your week going? I feel like I don't ask you guys enough questions. It's always about my guests. But you know what? For this brief 5 seconds, it's all about you. And now it's back to the guest. Welcome to Casting for Two, episode number 19, with me, Chris, the host, with the most. And I feel like a part of my soul just left my body with me saying that. But you know what? I hope part of that soul that I just lost goes into this episode because it's a good episode. Today, before I talk about that, I just want to give a little reminder for anybody who wants to contact me. You can always do that at Twitter. My handle's at castingfor2, or email me at castingfor2@gmail.com. But enough with that stuff, which is important, but not as important as my guest. Today, I have a very good guest. He's part of a band that I respect a whole lot. The band is called Eyes of 99, and I actually got to talk with one of the members. His name is Aaron Eyes. And I'm a huge fan of this band. I suggest you guys go to eyesof99.com. They have a new album out, Sights and Sounds. You should go download it. Go download their first album, A Place Without Time. It's all great. Just go do it. Stop listening and go do it. Or listen and go do it. I know I ask a lot of you guys, but you know what? I think it's worth it, okay? That's just my honest opinion. But you know what? I'm tired of talking about. Just talk. Let's listen. Let's get into this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my conversation with Aaron and Chris as usual. Please cue the music. Please, just do it. Please. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect. Well, thanks for having me on your show.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm a big old fan of Eyes of 99. I first heard you guys. I went through this really big phase of listening. Oh, what was that band? I forgot the band. Def Cab for Cutie. There we go.
Okay.
I went through a huge phase, Codes and Keys phase, the album and the song. A bit more the song, and I was just looking up, for people playing it on YouTube, and I came across you guys.
Yeah, our little cover song. What was it? Was it Codes and Keys that we covered?
Yeah, it was Codes and Keys.
Okay.
And I do prefer your guys' a bit more.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, thanks.
So I started listening to that like crazy, and then I went down your guys' rabbit hole, purchased your album, stuff like that. And I was shooting a short film, and we were in the midst of shooting it. We came back after a day of shooting, and we were editing, just to see what it would look like. And I said, hey, I was talking to my buddy. I said, hey, place this song in there. And it was, the world...
Oh, if the world would stay the same, probably.
Yeah, if the world would stay the same. And I said, hey, just put this in here. And immediately everybody just loved the song. They started singing it. I think everyone bought it on iTunes that second. And that was really the song of the weekend. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm very happy to have you on the show. Can you give us a little backstory on the band and yourself?
Yeah. Eyes of 99 kind of in 2008, just as a solo project. I had this horrible problem of not finishing songs. I had just files and files of ideas that I never finished, and when I started the project, I decided, well, every song that I start, I'm going to finish, and I'm going to try to make an album.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steve got on board, and he's incredibly creative, and he added a whole lot to it. And he's a sound engineer, a recording engineer by trade, so
Mm-hmm.
of course that helps a lot.
Yeah.
And I think 2010 we put out our first album, Time Could Do Better,
Mm-hmm.
or no, A Place Without Time.
Okay.
And yeah, that's kind of where we got our start, I guess. He joined in 2009, I think. It's just the two of us. We record everything between the two of us for the most part. I mean, every once in a while we have somebody else come on and add something, but for the most part, it's just Steve and I.
And what led you to music? Like, what was your family? You know, big music components.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't remember a time where I wasn't drawn to music. You know what I mean? I remember being a little kid and watching this. I think it was a Buddy Holly cover band,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I was little. I was sitting on this chair and my feet didn't even touch the ground. They made it like maybe halfway to the ground, and I'm just kicking my feet to the music and not doing what normal kids were doing, whatever they were doing. I was totally captivated by this band, and they weren't even that good, but you know, when you're a kid, you don't know that. So
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the drummer and totally captivated by this drummer, and I knew, you know, right then I wanted something to do with music. It wasn't until I was like maybe 16 or 17 I had a drum kit. My dad wouldn't let me have one.
Mm-hmm.
But music's just, it's amazing. It's, to me, you know, in our culture, you're bombarded with sounds coming from everything, you know. I mean, we live in a very noisy culture, you know, jackhammers and airplanes, cars, whatever you name it. It's noise coming at you all day long. And then somehow, if you take the right frequency, if you put it in the right sequence, all of a sudden you've got just another sound, but it can dictate emotion, you know. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Just on the whole, there's a lot of sounds in the world. Have you seen the movie Looper?
no.
I mean, I really enjoyed the movie, but the fascinating part of that movie is that when they were coming up with the soundtrack, the composer would record sounds, so like of a treadmill going or the clicking of a gun, stuff like that, and then he would make a drum kit out of that stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to watch that.
Yeah,
Looper, huh?
Yeah, Looper. He also did that on a movie called Brick. But everything is just found sounds. So if it made an interesting noise, he would make it into, you know, put it into a track. So I would check that out. But how long have you been playing drums?
I started drums probably, I don't know, mid-teens, probably 15, 16, something like that.
Oh, okay. And do you play any other instruments?
Yeah, I started playing piano. That's
Mm-hmm.
what got the whole thing started. And you had asked, yeah, my family's musical. My dad, he plays guitar. He learned by ear, and he was like in a lot of bands back when he was a teenager in the 70s. And my mom, she was kind of totally on the other side of the musical spectrum. She learned to play by note. She played piano. And so both of them kind of just pouring into me all the knowledge is new from two totally different approaches to music. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, my parents, I have to give them a lot of credit for my musical ability today. So
I'm always jealous of people who start out playing piano, because then
I like that.
because I mean the world or the music world, all the instruments. I don't know. It feels like if you learn piano, everything makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, you know, I kind of feel like that. Like I started playing guitar when I was, I think, 8, and everything that I did on the guitar, especially when I was first learning, I kind of translated back to the piano. I would piano keys in my head and be like, oh, okay, I need to go up here, or you know, I kind of, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Because I started out in music too. I originally wanted to play, you know, drum set. That was my whole goal in my musical career. And just because it looks so much fun, and plus hitting stuff, it just looked fun to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But at the time when I was starting to go to band, they told me I didn't look like a percussionist. I looked like a tuba player. So they slapped a tuba on me, and that was it. I was a tuba player for I think like maybe four years, and
Okay.
and then I really, once I was going to high school, I said, you know what, I really want to start doing percussion. So I started taking drum set lessons and stuff like that, and piano, and then I did marching band as well, and piano didn't click for me until I did the pit in marching band,
Okay.
because I was just like, a marimba, this is a giant piano. If I know my scales on this, I can play it on the piano. So
There you go.
that's when all of music started clicking for me, and then I stopped doing band. But I just like, I have a nephew, and I keep telling my sister, because we're a musical family. Everybody in my family's done band and marching band and stuff like that, and
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to my hardest to get him playing the piano first.
Yep. It's well, they call it the king of instruments. So
Oh yeah, and it's just, I don't know, like all musical instruments are impressive, including trumpets and stuff like that, where you can make many notes with three valves. But piano just looks so cool when you're playing.
yeah. Well, I think it's like one of the only instruments that can accompany itself. So
Yeah, exactly. So piano all the way.
yeah.
But do you remember the first song you played on the piano? Was it by ear or by note?
I started learning by note. I mean, my mom was getting me down that road, and I wasn't having any fun with it. So I started doing everything by ear. And back when I was a kid, I was really into like the ragtime music, like Scott Joplin's The Entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, aside from the songs that my mom was like making me learn to play in the books and everything, that's the one that I tried to figure out on my own, and that's the one I wanted to play. I would say that's probably the first one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What about you?
Tuba, I have no idea. I know it was just some dumb stupid song. The
Okay.
one song I can fully remember playing and probably could still play today, because it was like four notes, was "Rock the Max, Mr. Saxman,"
Okay.
which is this weird jazzy song, but yet the tubas played the same four notes over and over. So that's the song I can remember. But on drums, I don't know. I've always had a hard time playing by myself on drums, just because I would like somebody to play something back, so that I can play with them play with me, vice versa.
Yeah.
I tried drum, like my parents would say, listen to music and then drum along. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm not that good, and B, I want somebody to jam with. So, but yeah, you said you would write all these songs. What's your writing process when you're coming up with a song? Do you think of lyrics first, or the music side first, the melody and stuff like that? What's your process like?
For me, I enjoy the music side of it so much more. So naturally, I mean, what I do when I'm writing music, I'll just sit down to a guitar or a piano, and I'll just start going through chords and just messing around. And normally I'll hum a melody, or just sometimes it's in my head. I just explore until I find something that I like, kind of settle on, and then I just start building around it. But every once in a great while, I'll think of the lyrics first, and then I'll try to build the music around it. I don't know, maybe one day, if I can perfect my craft, I'll build a song that I'm happy with, lyrics and music all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I do know what you mean. I can't write a song to save my life. And I love coming up with the music side of it. And when me and my buddy used to jam together, I would always tell him, let's play a Weezer like song, and then boom, we would just come up with the Weezer like song, and stuff like that, and then the lyrics would just kind of fall into place. He wrote a majority of them, and I would just say, no, replace this word with this one.
Okay.
But yeah,
Right.
music writing, I'm just not that gifted, knowledgeable, nothing. So I respect people that can write lyrics.
Yeah, it's that's definitely for me the hardest thing is I feel like I beat my head against the wall every time I'm trying to come up with lyrics. Hard.
You just had a new album come out.
Yeah, October 5th, we had a new album come out. Sights and Sounds, our second album.
I was so happy. I just remember waking up and seeing that Facebook post and getting so excited just because I've been waiting for, a new album, so I was definitely happy to see that. What were some of the differences? Well, let's go back to your first album, A Place Without Time.
Okay.
What was it like recording that? And do you have like one song on there, or whichever song that you like more than the others, or that you like to play more than the others?
Yeah, Time Could Do Better just seems to stand out, I think, on that album.
Mm-hmm.
And not just to me, I mean, that's the one that obviously has the most downloads if I'm tracking what's going on our band website. People go for that song. If they don't buy the whole album, they'll just buy that song,
Mm-hmm. And do you have next a couple songs that you're thinking or you're toying with?
Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas down, and I don't I don't have the lyrics yet, but I've got music and melodies.
Yeah. Well,
So,
right.
And it's judging by the two songs that I have recorded right now. This next album is going to be what I intended the second album to be a little more edgy,
Mm-hmm.
and it turned out to be like one of the most mellow albums I think I'll ever record.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the last two songs that I've been working on, they're what I was looking for. So
Okay.
I'm pretty excited to get that out there.
Okay, right on. So you, Steven is the other guy's name?
Yep.
Yep. You guys live in the same town?
No.
Okay.
Actually, we live like 500 miles apart, which makes that's kind of an obstacle to overcome as far as recording and all of that. We do most of our recording over the internet. I'll record a part and send it down to the studio, or he'll record something and send it to my studio. And
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't for the internet, there wouldn't be an Eyes of 99. Let's just put it that way.
So I'm assuming there's no touring going on?
No, we're both pretty busy with our everyday lives. I mean, if we could break away from that and Eyes of 99 could support us full time, I mean, that would be great. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we'd see something like that. But no, we have to get up and go to our everyday jobs.
Mm-hmm. So when you're not, working or making music, what do you do to relax? Is there just something where you can just go, and just chill?
For me, yeah. If you give me a fishing pole and a backpack, I'll disappear for a week and be totally happy,
Oh, rock on.
Yeah, I'm, just like getting away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go camping or whatever, That's me.
I don't know.
For sure.
I've always enjoyed fishing. I used to do it a lot more when I was younger, but something about just sitting there, just not, kind of zoning out, waiting for something to happen. It is very relaxing. But I was just wondering because music nowadays, it can be enjoyed by, a lot of different ways, whether it's, CD, downloading, vinyl, stuff like that, tapes. What's your preferred method to listen to music?
Believe it or not, I don't actually listen to a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. Other than when I'm in the studio making music or whatever, playing back. I mean, I listen to talk radio when I'm in my car. I don't. I guess CD,
CD.
just because I don't know. My car has a CD player, so if I was going to buy something, it'd be on CD.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If you get a really good quality record player,
Mm-hmm.
a good quality system, for like at home or something, I'd rather have an LP, just because I don't know, the nostalgia of it, and you can get a much more accurate wave playing back, from the original sound than if you were to digitize it or something. But I've even ever bought a download.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, that's basically all the questions I had. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think I wouldn't know what else to say. We covered a lot, you know.
We have, yeah. It's been great. But did you want to plug the new album?
Sure. Yeah. Just go to eisen99.com or iTunes or Amazon, and search Eisen99 Sights and Sounds. Check out the new album.
Mhm. And what's the super fan? What is that about?
The Superfan, you can get on our website, and I think $24.99 you can buy a Superfan membership, and that's a lifetime membership. Any song that we've ever written or any song we will write, you can get a free download of it for life. And then you get a big discount on all of our physical merchandise and all of that. Huge discounts. I mean, you can get on right now if you've got a Superfan membership, and you can buy or you can download for free our previous album, A Place Without Time, or Sights and Sounds, or even, I mean, we've got a ton of demos, things that didn't make it onto the album.
Mm-hmm.
And Superfans are the only ones with access to all of that. If you're into Eisen99, you might want to check that out.
Okay, there you go, Pete. So go do it, listener. But yeah, so I since I have nothing more to talk about, but it's unfortunate the time has come where we have to stop talking.
Alrighty.
We have to stop talking. You have to start producing excellent music.
Well, I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be on your show, man.
And the pleasure is all mine. Like I said, I'm a huge fan, so I'm so happy I got to sit down and chat with you.
All right. Well, thanks.
All right. So you take it easy. All right.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye bye. Hey guys, just a quick reminder, you can always catch up with these episodes on castingfor2.com. You can also follow me at Twitter @castingfor2 or send me an email at castingfor2@gmail.com.